Welcome to day 4 of the Aquarian Shift Activations. Thank you for being here today. Let's come into our circle right off the bat today. Let's come into our circle sitting side by side, shoulder to shoulder, elbow to elbow, knee to knee, coming together as one. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate. And let's bring all of our focus and attention to the center of the circle so that our eyes, our hearts, our bodies, our energy bodies meet as one. Come together as one, and together let's call on our source. In the name of the one most merciful, ever compassionate, we call on you. We ask you to send your essence of your pure divine light. We ask you to send your essence of your unconditional love. We ask you to fill our virtual meeting space with your essence of your eternal compassion. And just feel this light and love and compassion filling our space, being right before you, right before your heart center. And I'm going to take us through kind of an alignment of what we've done in the first 3 days to get us into position for today. So in day 1 was about being the ocean of living consciousness. As Rumi says, these forms we seem to be, these bodies, these forms we seem to be, are cups floating in an ocean of living consciousness. We are open cups floating in an ocean of living consciousness. We believe and identify ourselves with the cups. What we truly are is the ocean, the living consciousness, right? As he also says, you are not a drop in the ocean, you are the ocean in a drop. And in day 2, we focused on the portal through which the living consciousness flows, which is that center of the heart. You are the ocean of living consciousness. You are the portal through which the living consciousness flows. So I invite you in this moment to just take some breaths in and out of your heart center. In and out of your heart center, and feel like let yourself, your consciousness, travel deep into your heart center, dropping down and into your heart center, resting into your heart. To be the ocean of living consciousness and feel yourself floating, an open cup floating in an ocean of living consciousness, breathing in and out through your heart center, feeling that breath move through that portal at the center of your heart space. As you breathe in and out, you can use your hands and align this energy center here at the center of the palm of your hand with the energy center of your heart space, and breathe in and out through that center. And let the waves of your breath carry you across that portal at the center of your heart, where the living consciousness comes through your portal and into your cup of manifestation, because the cup is the manifestation in physical form. So take a minute with that, breathe, and center yourself at that center of your heart, just letting your consciousness drop into that center of your heart, right at that doorsill between the ocean and the portal through which the ocean comes into a manifest form. And then yesterday, with the divine name of, and let me just say the divine names to bring them into the space, the ocean of the living consciousness is Rahman, Rahman, Rahman. And as the living consciousness streams into form, is here for the form, the ocean of eternal compassion, let's call it the eternal compassion, And the womb, the cosmic womb that contains the ocean of living consciousness is Rahman. And then Rahim is the compassion that flows through the portal into each and every element of creation, Rahim. And then yesterday was Mutakabir, which is the greatest, it is the living consciousness embodied with the mystery, bringing the creation into that focal point through which it can come into light. Mutakabir. And so bring that right across again, Mutakabir, right across that threshold of the heart center. And then today, if you can center your consciousness into that center point of your heart, breathing across. Remember, Mutakabir allows us to release our attachments to the old material constructs and the constructs and belief patterns and desires of the manifest physical realm, and be in that doorway to open to, now at this point, we want to turn this heart center and just make your intention to turn your heart center to face that opening of the Aquarian gateway, and let your being, your expanded being, be like that satellite dish, and your heart center, that funnel from your heart, be that, like that antenna that points toward that portal. And you can use your hands again in that position with your fingers spread apart, tips together, palms slightly apart, and thumbs touching into your heart center. So your fingers are spread apart. Bring your fingertips together with space between your palms, and touch your thumbs to the center of your subtle energy center of your heart, or your heart chakra. And let your fingertips be like antennas and point them directly to that opening of the Aquarian gate, and use your intention and your imagination for that. And then let your body be open and be like a satellite dish, with your hands and your fingers being that center antenna of the satellite dish, and bringing that energy in. Our divine name and sacred sound codes for today are from the divine name of Al-Khaliq. Khaliq. And the transliteration of that name is, the first sound is KH, and that is bringing creation from breath into a manifestation. So it's like from the to the, so it's beginning to bring that breath into a form. And the Al is like the one of the creator, the one creator. And the at the end is like dropping it into manifestation. And that at the end is kind of like made toward the back of the mouth, as opposed to the, and so as we call on the divine name of Khaliq, 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 this is the creator. This is like the beginning of bringing into manifest form, of bringing into form. So let yourself If it's comfortable for you to be in this with this hand position, if you can do it, and if not, just make an intention and let your heart be the antenna. With your body open, heart center facing toward that portal. And invite in, call on alcoholic, the creator, and welcome in the transmission that wants to come through your gateway, through your portal, into your manifest form. This sound codes in the divine name of alcoholic brings through the vibration in initial thought form. Like it's the initial stage of the manifestation, bringing it through as one, like one cloth. There's these three names of manifestation that will go through today, tomorrow, and the next day. Holic is like, it's like the cloth. It's say if you were going to sew something, it's like the cloth you begin with. The tomorrow bari is like when you cut the cloth into pieces, and then musawir is when you actually begin to sew the cloth, the pieces of cloth together to bring them into form. So this is like the vibration, the energy form of this transmission of the new information. So allow this transmission of this, whatever new information wants to come in as a template to repattern our thought processes and our broad knowledge of what is manifesting and coming into manifestation through this opening in this gateway. So you can play with these sound codes as we have been for the last couple of days, one at a time. And then you can string them together and repeat them. I hope you can hear that. That's a KH. Bringing breath of spirit into manifest vibration, into energy form. And let it come through this portal at the center of your heart space and bring this transmission into your field to offer. Bring this transition into your field to offer a new template into your vibration. And again, if your body wants to move, if your body wants to unwind, letting any of the old go, opening to the new. Remember at the beginning, we talked about birthing, a birthing process, and to let go of any thoughts about our current state and be open to learning about a newness, a new form, a new life, a new environment to live in after we pass through this birth canal and into this new state of being, a unified state of being. So invite the mind's eye, to turn down and be a witness to what is moving through the portal of your heart. And the I invite you to take a breath and just see if you can let yourself drop even deeper into the center of that portal, to be right at that focal point of, like the eye of the needle, but right within the eye of the needle. Right at, yesterday we talked about the door sill, between the worlds, in the doorway where the two worlds touch, the inner reality and the outer reality. If you can hang right there on that door sill, drop right into it. And then and as you make that sound in the back of your throat, let it be like dropping pebbles into the ocean of your living consciousness within your cup. So drop those pebbles of manifest creation into the living consciousness within your cup. And just let them deposit the knowledge of this creation that is coming in to form. Yeah. Oh. This divine name is about the creator and the beginning of the manifestation into form. And again, point that antenna of your heart center toward that opening of the Aquarian gateway and invite in whatever new transmission information wants to come through your portal to manifest within you and through you as we move into this time of the unity of being, the unconditional love and compassion, the era of peace. Holy. This is bringing breath of spirit into form through the Creator and dropping those pebbles of creation into the ocean of living consciousness. Let this be an internalized experience, dropping these pebbles into the ocean of living consciousness within your cup that is floating in the ocean of living consciousness, one with the ocean of living consciousness. And I invite you to, let's take a moment for gratitude. Let's take a moment for gratitude. And as we take that gratitude, let your heart feel, let the gratitude be the opening for your heart to feel, and to feel the love and the compassion because the basis of everything, the basis of the ocean of living consciousness, the basis of the living consciousness that flows through your portal to fill your form, the greatness of the oneness of it all. That's really the Mutakabir. And the Creator bringing into manifest form. The basis of everything is the compassion. And we are moving collectively from a world of contrasts, duality, multiplicity, into a unified state of being. And that comes through feeling, experiencing, expressing, and living the love and compassion in our hearts. So let's take this, or invite in this feeling of gratitude, and let the heart feel the gratitude and bow in reverence for this ocean of living consciousness, this divine compassion that is moving and flowing through you at this time, carrying you into this state, unified state of being, the oneness of all unconditional love. And invite your mental body. Invite your mental body that exists all throughout your field. Invite that mental body to take in this template, this information, to receive this template of this new information, and for anything of the old constructs that is not going to help you and support you from this point forward. Just invite that to release. Call on our source. We ask you to send your angels, your healers, your guides to release from our fields, from our ocean of living consciousness, what does not support our forward motion and the state that we are moving into. Just take a deep breath. And as you exhale, just let all of that release from your field. And again, centered in your heart, you are the ocean of living consciousness. You are the portal through which the living consciousness flows. You are the conduit in the channel through which breath of spirit of your source manifests into form in the material realm. Let this, again, templating your thoughts, your template, your energy grid, the construct. Let the new come through and form a new construct for the life that you and we, our collective, will be living in as we transition through these gateways and portals into this era of peace and unconditional love. And be, kun fayakun, be, and it is. All right, that concludes our meditation for today. I thank you very much for being here and look forward to seeing you tomorrow.